Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to TNT's Off the Rail. Bud hanging out with you. Gonna be a different, possibly slightly shorter show tonight. I have one interview to share with you, and honestly, and looking through all the different pool news stuff I was gonna share, kind of just got almost, dare I say, depressing. Yeah, I mean, every story kind of ends with the same thing. Things are delayed. You can't play pool unless you got your own table. A friend can do something cool like that. It's just what we're doing now. I mean, hanging out, social distancing, missing all of our venues, wishing we could get back in and get leagues going. So many different leagues have already completely had to cancel. Tournaments canceled. Big tournaments going down the road canceled. A lot of talk about things being canceled even farther out. You see some stuff in there in the ticker we talked about in previous episodes. The Omega Billiards 2020 Vegas tournament canceled. They're starting to cancel some other bigger ones out that way. Months out that we're supposed to be coming up. Some bigger ones. They're all starting to start coming out and telling us that they made the decision for the best for everybody to cancel. And right now with what we know, it's obviously for the best. We do what we have to do. Hi there, Jason. How you doing? So it's unfortunately it's the new way of things right now, and it's weird. A couple things before we get too deep into it. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the free live streaming pool and pool news, obviously not as much pool anymore as it used to be, but make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, click on the bell, turn on your notifications. Sorry, I had to make a little move there. And check out the links in the description. We've got you can swing over our Facebook page if you haven't already. You can drop a like and follow on there to keep up with stuff we're doing. We're doing a lot. You'll notice a lot more on the Facebook page right now. I'm going out of my way to try to share as much stuff with and for the venues that have helped us out, that are doing everything they can right now, as limited as they are. We're sharing all their stuff. There's been a lot of great venues in our area that have helped TNT, and if you're watching and you want to, the venues in your area, that places your room where you used to shoot, or whatever it may be, it's not, let me know. Get a hold of me. Tell them to get a hold of me. We'll do anything we can to help them out. If they've done anything at all for pool, or even if they haven't, even if they're just a small town business, something like that, tell them to get a hold of us, and we will do whatever we can between YouTube and the Facebook page. We'll do whatever we can. So tell them to get a hold of us, and we'll set them up. I'll do anything I can to help them out and make some ads. We'll do some videos and video interviews, things like that. Whatever we can do to let people know what they're doing during this time to keep things going. So a lot of stuff on Facebook you'll see lately. I've been, like I said, sharing a lot of stuff. Like our friends over at Froggy's, they've been open every day doing a curbside pickup, and I believe they were even delivering. I don't want to say that's for certain, but I could have swore one of the posts I shared said something about them delivering. So I'm sure if you call and talk to them and say nice things to them, they will definitely hook you up there. You got their menu posted on their Facebook page, so you can stop by and check that out. There's quite a few other local area bars, restaurants, and things like that serve food that are doing that, as well as carry out package deals as far as drinks and stuff like that. I am working on something for my area. Once we get back to things, I I have a little idea up my sleeve. It'll be a ton of fun, hopefully, and see what we can do to help out all these great places that have helped us out, allowing us to shoot, tournaments and leagues and fight nights and things like that. And don't forget, I'm always looking to talk to more players to highlight those that make the sport what it is. Shooting, running leagues, running tournaments, just anything. If you do something for the sport, shooting or anything like that, I want to share your story. Get a hold of me. We can set up something and I can share your story with as many people as we possibly can. So you can get a hold of us through the Facebook page or give us a call. The number's right there on the bottom. And don't forget to be part of the show. You can jump in the YouTube chat box, or if you're watching us on Facebook, you can comment on there, and I'll make sure I do my best to jump back and forth between all that and keep up with it. A couple things just to touch on again. You'll see some stuff posted on the bottom there as far as cancellations and postponements and stuff. So obviously, I mentioned the Omega Billiards was canceled. The Sterling Rock Falls men's pool league officially canceled both the rest of their season and their banquet. Bob and his crew have got the payouts all set up. Check on their Facebook page and their website for information on how to get straightened up with them. They will hook you up. So check out, like I said, their Facebook page or their website, srfpool.com. TNT leagues. Right now we have our doubles leagues in both Rock Falls and Dixon are both on a delay. We are waiting to see what happens. We have teams all signed up for that. We will still take sign-ups here for a little while. Once we find out when we're going to get back going, we'll probably have about maybe a week before we start that we'll still take some sign-ups. So just keep an eye on the TNT Leagues group on Facebook. You can find that through our Facebook page or facebook.com/groups/TNT Leagues. The Val's Saturday League is currently postponed until further notice. I haven't heard any more on that. When I do, I will share that information with you. If you know of a way that I don't think they have a Facebook page or anything for that. I think she just shares that information with everybody through her personal page. So, so if I catch it, I'll share it with you guys. The Rock Falls Summer League, their meeting was supposed to be this coming up in about a week or so. And that it's obviously delayed right now. And in the interview we're going to share here in just a little bit, I talked to Teresa Liccoci earlier today, and her and I touched on that a little bit. So I'll let her tell you about it in the interview. What was the other one? Oh, of course, the Illinois Valley ACS West, all Kaylee's leagues are currently in a postponed status until further notice, obviously. You can keep up with all the information with that over at the Illinois Valley ACS West Facebook group and on their website as well. You can find all these links and information on our TNT Facebook page, and you can find that link in our description, so make sure you check that out. Let's see. This episode brought to you again tonight by CBM Construction. Contact Bill at CBM today for all your new construction and remodeling and HVAC needs. Fair and honest prices with a 20% first-time discount. Proudly serving Whiteside, Lee, Bureau, Putnam, and LaSalle counties. Give Bill a call, 815-716-6727. And you can check him out on Facebook right down there at the bottom. And he can get you on your way to getting all that stuff done at your house that you've been wanting to do. So give him a call. Always open to new sponsors and things like that. And like I said, venues that have helped TNT out. I'm encouraging you to get a hold of me. I have a special little deal I'm working with you guys right now. If you are currently open or not, I will do whatever I can to help you out free of charge. So please get a hold of me, and we will work on something and get it all set up good for you. So tonight, like I said, we've got one interview. We sat down and talked with Teresa Liccoci from the Rock Falls ACS Summer League, and we talked about everything that was going on and whatnot. So take a minute, check out this interview, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight. So we're sitting here with Teresa Liccoci, TNT's Off the Rail. How you doing, Teresa?
Wonderful, thank you.
You know, it's a beautiful day out. Too bad we can't do too much to enjoy it. So, where are you from, Teresa?
Oh, I've already been to the grocery store.
I bet you that was a task. So where are you from, Teresa?
I'm from Rock Falls, Illinois. I run the Jedi Amusement Pool Leagues.
And that's you run a Thursday. It's on Thursdays, a summer league. It's ACS sanctioned, right?
Correct.
And how long have you been doing that?
Oh my goodness. At least 10 years.
And was that a league that you started, or was it something that you took over?
It's something I took over. I actually played on the league, and then the gentleman that ran it got busy with other things, so it was handed to me. And I actually enjoy it.
You actually enjoy
Trying to
running
get
it?
everybody involved.
Yeah, it's some people think that you can't do it and enjoy it. Sometimes they think it's, oh well, they just took it over and now they're doing it, and it is fun. Some of us really enjoy doing this kind of stuff.
Well, I enjoy playing pool, and it's trying to get other people, trying to teach other people so that they enjoy it, is one of the goals that we want to take care of. We need to get more people involved, and running a league, you're talking to people that, oh, I like to play pool. Well, come on. I have put people on teams that have never played before and end up playing for years. We need to get them involved in it, but they're not aware unless we let them know. Right,
yeah. Sometimes that's the biggest task, is being able to reach the people that you need to. Sometimes it's, everybody thinks, well, there's the internet and Facebook and all this, and it's not always that easy to connect with people. It's, not, people tend to forget that not everybody is always in that same circle. Some people like to shoot pool and just, that's, they don't pay attention to much else. They do their work, they go shoot pool. They don't sit around on Facebook and watch a bunch of stuff. So you have to really utilize a lot of different ways to get a hold of them. So it's definitely a task. Right. So do you have any other leagues that you run or have run?
I used to run a fall league, but the interest in the last couple of years has really dropped off. I used to run a Tuesday night fall league for the people that couldn't play in summer and get sanctioned. But like I said, that has pretty much dropped off, and I don't know why, other than maybe the men's league on Thursday nights during the fall and winter, I should say. But I would really like to get it going again so that we get more people involved.
Yeah,
but then I ran a Scotch doubles league on Tuesday nights during the summer, and that kind of slacked off a little bit too, because vacations and kids out of school. And
yeah, it's the trying to pick the perfect time to get people to want to be inside is rough. It surprises me sometimes. A lot of people, it surprises me that a lot of the amount of people that do play summer leagues, it's sometimes surprises me, like, because people, it gets nice and people want to be outside, and we'll touch on this some more here in a minute. But with everything that's going on, it's probably going to pose a big challenge to summer leagues later on. I actually think I know the answer to this, but I'll ask you. You guys, If anybody was going to look for some information on your Rock Falls Summer League, is there anywhere online they can do that?
You have ACS Rock Falls Summer group that you could join and get the information. You have TNT leagues that you can get pool information. There's quite a few groups out there that will give you information.
And the Rock Falls one, like I'll put some links up for that Rock Falls group. That one's more specific to your actual summer league. I know I
Yes.
kind of help you out with that a little bit. So I know we share a lot of information as far as stats and things like that. So
Yes.
So let's talk about that for a second with everything that's going on. Kind of jump around on my list here a little bit. With everything that's going on, and we talked to Bob a couple weeks ago about the challenges with everything that's going on with the pandemic and the shelter in place and things like that. I know that, if I wasn't mistaken, next week, I think with the 16th was your originally planned player meeting for Rockfall for the summer
Yes.
league. Now, obviously, that's
Yes.
not going to happen. What? How long? How long do you think you can go pushing it out before it starts to really affect what's going to happen with the summer league? Do you have a backup plan right now for a meeting? Do you have a backup date, or are you just kind of playing it by ear for when we're allowed to go back to our venues?
Well, the way things are going, I'm assuming come May we should be fairly back running. Businesses should be opening, and I'm hoping anyway, which means the meeting would be the first week in May.
And
go ahead.
I'd say, and you normally have that at Cardwell's, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you don't have a set backup date yet, but basically as soon as we can get back in, that's your plan, is to get going.
Yes.
And because you won't run into any playover issues. You'll be able to run a full schedule going forward, even with the delay in it, because you don't run into anybody else's time. I mean, the fall league starts, but you guys are usually pretty separated there, right?
Yeah, usually there's some time in between when the men's league starts in the fall and when ours ends. Bob Steinhagen and I stay in contact as to dates and everything so that we don't run into each other. And I don't see a situation where it should deter anything come this fall. I mean, if he starts 2 weeks later, he starts 2 weeks later,
Right.
which gives us the extra 2 weeks to play. It depends on how many teams we get. During the summer, I get enough teams we can only play each other once.
Right, exactly, yeah. Because let's see, what last year you had? What did you?
I had 20 teams.
20 teams
year.
last year. I was trying to do a quick count in my head there.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you concerned that with everything going on and the fact that people have been kind of trapped in their house for this long, that it might affect the number of teams you get this year?
I don't think so. There's a lot of people that they're still playing pool. They're going to someone's house and they're playing pool, or they're playing in their own basement. So, it's not dying. It's still there, and everybody I've talked to is ready. They're ready to come back.
Oh, yeah, I know I am.
So I really don't feel that it's going to interfere with how many teams I get.
Are you concerned with venues? This has been, I mean, obviously pool players are going nuts. The ones that can't go somewhere and play or don't have their own table, but the venues are taking the brunt of this right now. A lot of places, and especially in your area, are doing what they can to, keep the doors open a little bit, I guess, for lack of a better term. But there's a pretty decent handful of them that haven't been able to do anything. They've been closed for going on a month or so now. Does it concern you that this may impact them in a way that maybe they won't be able? Some of the places that you've played might not be able to reopen.
No, I don't think so. I think that we're all going to be back to normal, if you want to say normal, uh, when everybody opens. I think everybody's going to open back up.
So have you been in contact with any venues since the close down and talked to them, kind of keeping them in the loop? I know I've been making trying to make contact with a lot of venues that TNT has worked with, as far as our leagues and tournaments and things like that, and we've been reaching out to them and trying to offer any kind of help and exposure we can. But have you, as an operator, have you been in contact with any of them, letting them know that your plan is to come back as soon as that you can?
Not lately, I haven't, and that's on my list this coming week. So I wanted to get through Easter and let everybody go through that, and then take charge again, I guess is what you want to say.
Right. And it's going forward. It's going to be interesting. I know, as far as how we deal with our venues, because obviously we do. We work closely with them, putting people in the bars, helping them. Getting people in there shooting and doing things like that. Do you think it's going to have any effect on I guess, for to put it bluntly, is there going to be an effect on the sponsorship end? Do you think?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It We've had such a good relationship with these owners that we work well together. We bring people into their establishments, and which makes them happy, of course. I just don't see them turning it away.
No, and then, like I said, most of them, once they get back open, are going to be more than happy and welcoming to get people in there. And of course, um, so kind of get back to my questions a little bit now. So along that, if a lot of players, maybe even some of the venues, sometimes don't, the venues might a little more than the players, but there's a lot more to a league night than a lot of people, I think, and that didn't sound right in my head at all. But if you had to describe to somebody, and I asked this question of all the operators I talked to, when you run a league, there's a lot more to it than just show up, here's your envelope, put the money in, play pool. If you had to describe your process in the week-to-week operations of your league, whatever it might be, what is something, when you described your process, how would you describe it to somebody who either shot or didn't shoot or something like that, and what kind of parts of your process do you think would be kind of a surprise to people? Do you know what I mean? Like the time you put into taking care of preparations, or the week to week things with stats and stuff like that. I mean, if you had to describe that process to somebody who was just showed up and shot and went home, how would you do that?
Well, like I say, I've been doing it for so long that it's just kind of part of the whole deal. But to tell someone, they would be amazed that there's that much to it. It's you have to make sure the score sheets are filled out correct. You have to figure averages. You have to basically, you're also a glorified babysitter. You have to take care of any situations that arise. You answer any questions that come up. As far as a week thing, it's you're collecting everything, you're going through the sheets, you're making sure they're right. If there's a mistake, you have to get a hold of the people, you have to wait for them to get back to you. It, like I said, I've been doing it for so long that it's just kind of, I take it with a grain of salt type thing. But for someone just starting out, there's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's and that's one of the things that people, a lot of people that just, like I said, the ones that just kind of show up and shoot, they don't realize that, your guys is not, the numbers and everything don't just fall into place and show up for you to see the end result. Somebody is actually sitting down and doing all that. And sometimes I think it's good for people to kind of get an idea of that. And like you said, it is, once you've been doing it so long, to us, it's, you know what I mean. To us, it's no big deal. It's just something we do. It's because
It's right.
it,
It's nothing. You've been doing it for so long that it's just kind of a habit type thing. You do it, It gets easier each time.
right. So, what are some key things you think are important for a good league? What kind of things do you think, as a operator, that you need to do to provide a good league experience for your players? Good, things that make your league not necessarily stand out from other people, but just make it good for the players, beneficial, make them want to keep playing year after year.
Wow. Well, the people that I'm getting new ones. I've gotten the last couple of years some new teams, which is good. I really enjoy that, and they enjoyed themselves, which says a lot for a lot of my players. They've welcomed these people and made them feel comfortable. Even if they're the worst shot in town, it didn't matter. They didn't care because the other people didn't care. They actually would help them. And that says a lot for my pool players. They're great people.
Good answer. So yeah, it definitely takes a whole village, I guess, to make it that good. So, when with your league, you obviously you have a structure in place. As far as I know, you're the president, I believe. Is there more than just you doing it? I mean, you take care of the pretty much week to week information things, the stats and stuff like that. But I mean, is there you have a president, vice president, things like that?
Yes.
And
We have a we also have a rules committee and secretary treasurer, which of course I'm the secretary and Jedi is the treasurer, but as far as getting everything done, it's pretty much I do it. If I need help, they're there. We had a situation last year where I got everybody together, rules committee and president and vice president, and we all worked together and came to a solution, which is what we're supposed to do.
It worked out nice too. So I said last year you had 20 teams. Um, you mostly play pretty much for the most part. Most of your venues are in Rock Falls. You do have one or two Sterling bars in your league as well, right?
Yes.
And I lost my place here. So you did say you shot in the league before you ran it, and you still actually shoot now. You have a team that you shoot with. Have you shot with the same team,
Yes.
pretty much the same team for quite a while too, haven't you?
About 5, 6 years.
So, have you heard from any of the players that, I guess, for lack of a better term, the regular teams? Have you heard from any of them? Have they asked you about what's going on, or have they tried to sign up or anything like that yet?
I haven't heard from anybody yet. I think they're actually waiting to hear any kind of news as to what's going on, which is on my schedule next week too, to kind of post something
Well,
that this is going to help.
those say this will definitely help. So that kind of brings me to my next question. Then I guess if you had something that you wanted to say we gathered up all your past, present, and future players to play in leagues that you operate. What are some things that you would say to them? What are some Liccoci wisdom that you would pass on? Oh no! Everybody, get your popcorn.
I can't say that on camera. No. It's like I said, these people are such a great group of people that, and I've known them for so long that the honesty is there with everybody. We don't sugarcoat things, and you bring a new player in, and these veterans will more than gladly help these novices, to learn, and that just says a whole lot about these group of people. They, they're just, I don't know what else to say, but just they work well together. They like each other for the most part, which makes it work, and to share their knowledge with others is just awesome.
It's nice. I
I
know.
don't know.
I had a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun shooting in the past couple of years. I'm looking forward to getting going again. Hearing weird noises in my room. I'm definitely looking forward to getting back to everything. I know everybody is. Everybody's going a little nuts and sitting around. It's getting.
I'm so ready.
Oh, it's yeah. I'm one of the few that has a table, so I can go and I can kind of shoot when I got some free time, and it's awesome, but at the same time it's sad because I'm up there shooting and I'm thinking, man, this would be so much fun if it wasn't just me. And if I had some other people to shoot with
Yes.
and stuff like that. So I know we're all
It's
really.
hard to play by yourself.
It is. You get so, like you said, you get so used to shooting with the big nice group of people that we shoot with, because in our area as well as we know it goes everywhere else, but it's you get around the table, you start shooting, and there's a lot of fun, and it's you're always learning something. It's really nice. So kind of just to recap for people, you guys other than the delays that we're having are on track for getting the summer league going. As soon as we can get back to the venues, you plan on announcing your meeting, hopefully the beginning of May.
Yes.
And it'll be at that meeting. We'll be at Cardwell's. There'll be a link floating around on here where people can find that Facebook group for the Rock Falls ACS. So there'll be information posted there, and at some point soon, you said you were going to put an update up there for them to let them know what's going on.
Yes.
Anything else that you wanted to share? I'm kind of out of questions, so if there's, is there anything else that you kind of wanted to share with people? Anything else you might be working on?
At this time, not right now. I do have some ideas. I'd really like to get some stuff going this fall too.
Yeah. There's not enough pool shooting going.
And there's not. We need to get these, like I said, these novices. We need to get them going and learn so that they can pass it on, I guess is what I want to say. We need a younger crowd.
Absolutely. We have to
we
build
need
a future.
Yes, we need these 20-year-olds to come in and start playing, which, will bring more of them, which will keep this going.
Absolutely. We've been talking with Teresa Liccoci from the Rock Falls ACS Summer League. She plays on Thursdays in Rock Falls and in Sterling. Just like everybody else, waiting for things to clear up, get so we can get back to shooting. They will definitely have their meeting will pop off as soon as we can get back into the venues, because we miss them as much as they miss us, obviously. I really appreciate you taking the time to sit and talk with us here on TNT's Off the Rail, Teresa. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully we'll get back and be shooting soon, and maybe we can follow up with you a little later after things get back to normal, and maybe we can do another little piece on on things with you as far as once the leagues get going, maybe we can get a little bit more down the road, some action, and talk to some of the players in your league and stuff like that. So we really appreciate the time.
That'd be great.
So, well, good luck.
Okay, you stay safe.
Always. Thanks a whole bunch, Teresa. It's been Off the Rail with Teresa Liccoci. We will talk to you again soon. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
We sat down and talked to Teresa earlier today, and you heard her touch base on some of that stuff. Like, of course, like a lot of things, up in the air, waiting for everything to get back to, lack of a better term, normal, so that we can get back to shooting pool, get our leagues going again. Buckshot, yes, there are a couple local bars that are doing some great carry-out deals. Check the TNT Facebook. I've shared some of them. They have some really good deals on some curbside pickup, so definitely hook that up. Randy, I am right there with you. I am absolutely ready to get back to shooting pool. I miss being out and hanging out with all the people. We, like Teresa said, we have between all the different leagues that we're part of, we have a great group of people, and it's amazing. It's a ton of fun. It's obviously the shootings is amazing, but being able to just hang out with the people, it's a great group. A lot of really, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, sometimes you almost forget you're there shooting pool because of all the good times you have just sitting around with all the people. And I know, like many other people, I am super ready. And Randy, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to be getting a hold of you here soon to talk about that, and maybe sit down and have a one-on-one with you to talk about that. Hoping that things get back to normal soon, so we can get that. We have a lot of great memorial and benefit tournaments that are getting ready to come upon us now. We will be holding again the Jay Balfour Memorial Tournament. We'll have some more details on that down the road when things get back. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Randy, we were talking maybe, I think, sometime in September. I can't remember, and I don't have my notes with me right away. But like I said, we will definitely get together and talk about that, and actually probably talk about it on the show at some point. So, and I know that there was I don't have the details on it in front of me. I know that there was some work being done on the second Wainwright Valente tournament. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't have the details in front of me on that one. But like everything else, everything's kind of up in the air right now with all the things that are going on. Don't forget to make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button. Click on the bell to turn on your notifications. Stop by the Facebook page and give that a like. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can always hop in the comments and let me know you're there, and I will do my best to keep up with that. If you are a player that wants to share your story about how you got into pool and all those cool things, you can get a hold of me, and I will get back to you. We will set up a little interview. If you are a tournament director or a league operator, I want to talk to you. I want to share your story. I want people to know how much time and effort you put in to help growing our great sport and doing everything you can to promote it. And if you are one of the great venues that host pool tournaments or pool leagues or anything like that, I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. I want to share your story with people, because you are the backbone. You keep us out there. It keeps us going. It gives us places to do all these great things that we do, and we appreciate you. And especially right now with everything that's going on, TNT wants to help do everything we can to let people know what you're doing, to keep things going, to keep fighting the good fight right now during everything. So contact us. Like I said, if you were a TNT venue, or you're a small business in the area, or get a hold of me. I want to help. I want to help. Get a hold of me and let me share your story with people. Let me share what you're doing, and let me do whatever it is I can to help and get your name out there and let people know what's going on. It's a tough time. We're not going to get through this unless we do it together. So that's that's what we're gonna need to do. We're hopefully getting to the top of the hill and getting ready to start rolling back down to the normal parts. So this is especially now when we all need to come together to get through to the end of that. One more time, this episode is brought to you by CBM Construction. Contact Bill at CBM today for all your new construction, remodeling, HVAC needs. Fair, honest prices with 20% discount. And your first time service, proudly serving Whiteside, Lee, Bureau, Putnam, and LaSalle counties. Get a hold of Bill, 815-716-6727, and you can check him out on Facebook as well. Will's good people. Get a hold of him. He'll get you started on all the stuff you've been wanting to get done around the house. I know everybody's going nuts. I know there's a lot of people have been doing anything they can to try to shoot, hanging out with buddies here and there. Just be safe. Make sure you're doing things proper. I mean, I understand this is a weird time, and I know it's really hard to decide. What do I do? There's a lot of information going around, and that's something we're not going to get all the way into. That's a whole other show. But I will say this: everybody misses it just the same. I mean, I understand that some of us have the luxury of being able to, spend some of our shelter-in-place time on a pool table in our house, and some of us can't. I know it's making a lot of people crazy, and I totally understand it. I mean, as first world as it might sound, sometimes it's almost harder when you can sit and play at your house, because you can only play so long by yourself or with just one other person or something like that before you just really craving, like I was talking about earlier, craving that the dynamic of hanging out with all these great people that we've come so accustomed to hanging out with and shooting and doing all this stuff. So we'll try to pass the time here on Off the Rail. We'll do it every Friday night. I know it's Saturday night tonight, but we'll try to do it every Friday night. Try to share stories, try to relive the glory days, as I guess is the best way I can say it. So if you got some cool shots on video that you want to share, get a hold of me. We can put something together. Like I said, I want to do everything I can to grow the sport, promote it, show people, that show everybody the passion that everybody has for it, and like I said, it goes everywhere, all the way from the shooter to the director to the operator to the venue owner. All these people make this sport what it is. So it's time that we start to highlight that and share that with people. Let them know what's going on. There's a ton of great Facebook groups out there. I'd love to share some of those with them. So if you have a pool related Facebook group and you'd like to like me to share it with the rest of the lovely people that frequent our YouTube and Facebook channel when we do this stuff, get a hold of me, send it to me. We make up we'll take a really cool little thing and we'll show it to everybody so they can see it. Like we've got a great Facebook group. It's called the Pool Players Connection. It's links a bunch of people. It's centered around the kind of north central Illinois. It's a great group. It's definitely worth checking out. And then we got one other one. There we go. The TNT Leagues group. Obviously, it's a little self-promotion myself there, but it's another great group. We got a lot of cool things. We share all kinds of league information, not just TNT League stuff, but there's a ton of them out there. A ton. I would love to be able to just throw a bunch up there, but I try to do things as by the book as I can. So I try to contact them all and ask them before I go and share their stuff and everything like that. So if you would like to share your Facebook related group on the Off the Air episode, get a hold of me via the TNT Facebook page. You can find a link in the group in the video description, or you can give me a call. The phone number is right down there, 833-868-7665, 838-TNT Pool. And you can always text me during the show as well. That's another way to get a hold of me. Otherwise, you can use the YouTube chat box if you're watching on YouTube, or the Facebook chats you can or comments you can post in there, and I will see that and get back to you. I don't have a lot more lined up for today because, like I said, it was pretty much all the pool news there is this is canceled, this is postponed, we're waiting for this, we're waiting for that. I do, like I said, want to try to keep you updated on things with different groups. So if your league wants to share some information with some people about what's going on, whether you're postponed or whatever the deal is, if you're the operator of that league, get a hold of me and we'll set up a time to do an interview so you can let your players know what's going on. There's a bunch of great Facebook groups and other places YouTube wise that have been showing some great quarantine matches. So obviously there's a bunch of places to get your fix of watching some good matches. There's obviously been a bunch of places on YouTube that you can check out a bunch of past older matches. Absolutely, Randy. I think that's a great idea. We should start doing road trips, like a diners, drives, and dive-ins kind of thing with pool halls, and just drive around and shoot some games in different pool halls all over the place. It'd be a good idea. Probably shouldn't have said it out loud, but it'd be a cool thing to do. So, but I digress. Get a hold of me if you want to be part of the show. I want to share your story. Want to grow it. Want to promote it. Want everyone to know how awesome pool is. So let me know. Get a hold of me. Be part of the next episode. We'll be back next Friday. Usually somewhere around 9 o'clock Central. That's my plan. Hope to hear from some of you during the week as I put some more stuff together for next week's episode. I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit us up with a like and a follow on Facebook if you're watching there. Check out the TNT Facebook page. Ton of stuff coming up when things get back to normal. Ton of stuff coming up as we work back to normal. Like I said, venue owners, please get a hold of me. I want to do what I can to help you. I got a bunch of really cool ideas that are going to be really easy to do while maintaining our social distancing guidelines and things like that. So please get a hold of me so we can help you as much as you've helped us in the past, help you get through this so that we can get back to normal soon. Remember, the pool tables are missing you just as much as you are missing them. Do something nice for somebody, even if it's just a, hey, how are you doing? A wave, thank you. And stop going to Walmart so much. You guys are making everybody crazy. It's just nuts. I'll see you guys next time. TNT off the rail. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter. And just be safe. Be smart. Things will be better. It will get better. It might take time. I don't want to say they'll get back to normal because normal wasn't necessarily working the greatest, but things will get better. Hang tight. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend.